Welcome to part 3 of Criss Angel MindFreak show. MindFreak Magic. He took out the 52 deck of cards, and then he shows the nine of hearts to the spectator and places down, wave it around the table, and then here it goes. King of Hearts is back. But do you want to know the secret how it's done? Let's see how this is going to work. Beginner explanation. Criss Angel playing cards. This is going to be for the trick. He took out the King of Hearts and the Nine of Hearts. The Nine of Hearts places on the top, and then the King of Hearts places on the top already. And then when he does, he tries to flip it over, and he did a double lift. This is called double lift, and when you do that, you place the Nine of Hearts over here. Nine of Hearts and show what it looks like, and then the King of Hearts is completely on the bottom. But it's not on the top, it's going to be on the bottom because he uses that double lift to use it for the top card. And then when you show it, it should look like this on the King of Hearts. King of Hearts is like that, and you are fooled for beginners. Advanced performance. Criss Angel playing cards. Card trick number 2. Not card trick number 1, card trick number 2. He just riffled the cards completely and shows the Seven of Hearts on the right hand, and then he swerved it and put it in the middle, closed it down, and it jumped right back to the top. Seven of Hearts. Yeah, but the thing is, he used the Svengali deck. That's what the trick is. My guess. That's my guess. Advanced explanation. Criss Angel playing cards, but Svengali edition. 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 Seven of Hearts. Yep. Seven of Hearts places over here. And then, let's see. He just checked over here to make sure if it's all Svengali deck. Seven of Hearts like that. And then what he does, he uses a double lift. And then when he tried to put it back like in the middle, just like that. Well, he's gonna show it to you. So you see, he says watch closely. Seven of Hearts is like that. And what he did, he swooped over 2 spades on it. And there's a Seven of Hearts. And then what he does, he uses a Seven of Hearts for the force. And then what he did, he tried to place it in this card. And then he just click it off, and 2 of spades is literally over here. And then he places it over there in the middle. And then instead of a hearts should be look like that. How hard is that? Not hard, but until you get better at it. But more experience. Performance. Next performance. MindFreak deck 1. He spread the cards on the table, on the black soft table, and then all the cards are completely different. And then when he does, he makes sure it's all different in this way. And then he picks the Nine of Hearts. Like I have is the Nine of Hearts already in the deck. And watch this. All the Nine of Hearts is, well, they're going to show you the Nine of Hearts, and when he plays it and cuts into the deck, and then he did the Anaconda one, and then he did the Nine of Hearts. Then he's going to show you all the cards, and then he cuts them all. Which one do you want to go with? And he says this one on the right. And then here comes the Nine of Hearts. He places it in the middle, like that. And then the Nine of Hearts is back again. And then what he does, he cuts the cards again. And then what he does, he swoops it up, and then the Nine of Hearts is back. And, oh, here's another one. And then the Nine of Hearts is completely back to the Svengali deck. All in order. Just like that. That's how a magician would do that. And he makes it change back again. All right, and he's I was gonna say he spreads the cards as a ribbon spread. Now the explanation. I know how this works. MindFreak deck 1. Use the Svengali deck. That's all you really wanted. All 9 of hearts, and then the ace, and then the different cards is all black, and this one's all same cards, but all 9 of hearts in red. Comes the ace of spades, 9 of hearts, 2 of spades, 9 of hearts, 5 of spades, 9 of hearts, 5 of spades, 9 of hearts, joker, 9 of hearts, joker, 9 of hearts, 3 of diamonds, 9 of hearts, 4 of diamonds, 9 of hearts, 5 of diamonds, 9 of hearts, 6 of diamonds, 9 of hearts, 3 of hearts, 9 of hearts, jack of clubs, 9 of hearts, king of clubs, 9 of hearts, ace of clubs, 9 of hearts, 2 of clubs, 9 of hearts, 5 of clubs, 9 of hearts, jack of diamonds, king of, oh my god. You know what? I'm just going to stop over here because that's going to be a lot of training that I need to work on, but alright. He just puts it all together like back and forth, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and alright, let's see what he does. And he places it with the 2 cards. All of the 9 of hearts cards are shorter than all of the cards. And blah blah blah. To make sure they're all shorter in all of these cards. Alright. What he does, the 9 of hearts is still on the bottom. What he does, make sure it's all different. But there's a 9 of hearts that's hidden between those cards. 9 of hearts. Watch the 9 of hearts. And watch this. 9 of hearts. All 9 of hearts. Always in the front. Watch carefully. 9 of hearts. All 9. All 9. But there's a clubs on it too. He's going to show you that one more time. And the second one. And third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, and so on. And this is how it actually works. And voila. You are a master legend magician. And when he cuts the cards, and he places it in a half of the deck, he makes sure it's all different in either way, without the 9 of hearts. And then the 9 of hearts is still the one spectator wants. He shows the 9 of hearts again. 9 of hearts again. Then when he looks at it, he goes and shows the 9 of hearts again. And he cuts it one more time. And when he does, and he picks it up, and then shows the 9 of hearts again. And he rubs it, and then puts it back on the deck, cuts it one more time. And then he's going to do it one more time. And again, and again, and again. 9 of hearts. And when he cuts it one more time, it's called a swivel cut. It should look like this when he does the cuts, but now he's doing it 3 halves, 3 cuts. 9 of hearts, 9 of hearts, and the 9 of hearts, they are back. 3 of 9 of hearts. And that's why he uses his deck to fool everybody, and he doesn't know, or she knows, or she doesn't know what's supposed to be. Like, how does that even work? But now he's showing you this trick would probably fool you, a lot of spectators for that. This is a self-working card trick, and this could fool you, your friends, and your spectators will be like so confused, like, oh my god, how did you ever do that? How does that even work? But now all the 9 of hearts are back in its original place. He uses his deck to like spread it, and it looks like that. But don't use it on the hard table. The hard table, which is really rough. Use a soft table, and when he does, he cuts it again, and then he tries to show the 5 of diamonds, but he showed the different cards what he does, and try to make it more fool. I don't know how I'm gonna say this. It's to fool everyone. All right, beginner performance. Cups and little balls. 3 balls. That's what it is. All right. The magician takes 1 ball and puts into the other cup. He puts 1 ball into this ball and puts it into this cup over here. And he puts 1 cup into 2 balls. And then he puts one cup in the two balls, and then puts another cup over here, one ball on this cup, and then another cup on this ball. So that makes it 3 balls in total. And he's going to show you how's it done. Let's see the reveal. You get no explanation. Cups and balls. Let's show you how this is done. The magician takes out the cup and puts in the ball and places it to the other cup that looks like that. And then he puts it all over like that. 3 balls just like that. And then he has the cup in his hand. Takes one cup and makes sure there's nothing inside. It's completely empty. He took this cup and there's a ball inside it. And when he took this cup, there's nothing in here. And make sure you choose which of these cups. This one, and puts it in the middle, or left, middle, or right. This is the cup. He places it over here on this cup, and there's another ball on the bottom. And this is empty, because this ball is on top, and this one is on the bottom. He showed you that again twice. And he is taking this ball, 2 balls, and make it all like it's nothing in here. He puts 1 ball onto this top of the center, and the cup is going to be inside the ball, and 2 balls are like in the bottom. And then 1 ball is like over here, and it shows you one more time. 2 balls in the bottom, and 1 is on top. 1 is on top, and then 2 is on the bottom. So it makes it 1 ball on the top, and 2 balls is on the bottom. Now he uses the 3rd ball. The 3rd ball goes over here on the top, and then he uses this one as a nothing. And then there's 3 balls. And there's another ball that should be, well, I guess he's going to show this one. 1 ball, take it out. This one. And then you're like confusing the crap out of people. Advanced performance. Cups and balls. This is going to be a really funny video if you watch Cups and Balls. You'll be like dying of laughter. I'm not talking about your crotch balls. I'm talking about these yellow balls, the one for magic. So, anyways, he uses his ball to put this in the pocket. I don't know why I'm laughing. I just think it's too funny when I'm saying that. Let's see. He puts 1 ball into the left side of the pocket. He uses the yellow ball to put this over here in the left pocket. Always use a black uniform to put this anywhere you want. So 2 balls is over here on the left and the right, and then the middle one is the yellow ball. He puts this yellow ball on the 1, 2, and 3 cups, silver cups, or the metallic cups, or metal cups. So 2 balls on this side, and then he separated 1 and 2 balls in 2 cups. And then this cup on the middle, he took it down and placed it over here and pretends to like make it magic or magical. And then he puts the 2 balls in this cup, and he takes out 1 cup and puts it into the 2nd cup and a 3rd cup, and then 1 ball on the yellow ball, and then 1 cup is on the 2nd cup and 3rd cup. He puts 1 cup in this cup, and then he turns around, makes sure if it's empty. He puts 1 cup in on this cup, and 1 and 2 and 3 balls on this, and this will fool you the trick. This will fool you the trick. Sorry, I was talking too fast because it's really exciting. Advanced explanation. Like I showed you, cups and balls. One ball covers 1 middle ring and pinky finger. And when he does, make sure he has all the balls here. He puts 1, 2, and 3 balls like that. He has one cup and 1 ball, and he dumps it on his hand, and then he places this ball under this ball onto the table. He just makes sure if it's soft, and then he has this ball over here. When he covers it, he pretends to make it vanish, but he puts it in his pocket on his left. And then he puts it on the right, which is his hand on the right. And the other cup is on the left, and the other one does not. So the middle one is in the cup, on the cup, and he didn't vanish, and he pretends to vanish, but it's not. It's in this hand. There's a ball. But what he does, he puts this left-hand ball and makes sure this ball goes over here. And then what he does, watch carefully until he vanishes, and this one is on the right hand. And look at that. All the balls are completely here, but there's another one is here. And he puts 2 balls over here, but this is one in his pocket. Yellow ball puts it in the middle, and then the third yellow ball is on her hand. His hand. I keep saying her hand. His hand. All right. What he does, he puts 2 balls. Well, he just picks it up, 2 balls, and then once he does that, he vanishes it, and there's 2 balls on the left or right, and then he puts it on 2 balls on the right, and then he puts it on the middle over here. And this one still empty. And then the 2 of them, he pretends to like pick it up. There's 2 balls over here on the left side. 1 ball, and then he puts it in the cup. 2 balls in the cup, and the second cup. And 1 ball places it on top of the second cup and under the first cup. And watch the wiggly moves, wiggly hands, and then he's going to show you where it's supposed to be. I'm going to get some water really quick. Alright. And that's how you do it. But that's going to be a really hard trick to do that until you learn more explanations. Performance. Let's see. Sponge ball to cube. Let's see. He uses 2 sponges, and what he does, he uses the sponge ball to make it vanish. Oh, yeah, to vanish. But where's the cube at? But when he does, he's trying to make the cube come back. And he's still in his other hand. And he has something on his pocket on the left hand. Sponge ball and cube. Let's see if it's going to work. Makes it back. And look at that. You have a red cube. I'm not talking about the Rubik's Cube. I'm talking about the sponge cube. Now the explanation. Sponge ball to cube. And this is what we have right now. Use that sponge cube. I think I do have a sponge cube, but I have to like find it if it's still in here. And then when he used that sponge cube to make sure it looks like a regular ball, but it's not. It's a really big cube. Still in the left pocket. What he does, he uses that sponge ball to make sure if it's on the right hand, he covers it with like the rockstar sign. And then what he does, he taps the ball, opens it with the left hand, and touches it with the right hand, picks it up, left hand, opened, and all the 2 balls are pinched together. Huh? My bad. I have to do this one more time. Alright. I'm going to head back because my mom was always over here just... Okay. Let me see. Alright. I'm going to start over here. Alright. Alright. Explanation. Where he left off is a square cube. Sponge ball to cube. Sponge ball to sponge cube. That's what it is. It has a hole on it too. He used that sponge cube and puts it in a hole that looks like that. Yeah. He just makes it. He just puts it inside out of the sponge cube and puts it on the left pocket. and then of the suit. And what he does, he uses his right hand to. All right, I keep missing this. All right, so he puts it in his other hand. I think I just showed you this one. Okay. So we have the two balls over here, and he places it on the left hand. He picks up this left ball and puts it over here on his left hand. But he gradually pretends to grab it, and what he does, he makes sure it's empty, but he puts it on his hand because he pretends to put it on his hand, but it's not. So his right hand is still on it, but he taps his thumbs, and it looks like it's empty, but this one is full. Two balls again, and then I'll show you one more time. One ball, puts it on his left hand. He puts it like that, and he grabs it with this left hand, and, well, right hand. Left hand puts it in his pocket. He pretends to put it, but it's still on this hand with a cube on it. And then he puts it just like that. And what he does, he puts his one ball and puts it two of these, and then he just splits it with his finger or just cuts it, and it looks like there's two balls like that. And here's another cube, but one. There's the ball, but there's a sponge cube that is inside the ball. Right hand, the ball, and left is the sponge cube. Puts it all together, just like that, but there's right hand is still in it, and then the left one is holding the cube, and he puts it just like that, and he puts 1 second, and then he puts it one ball in this hand and places it on the table, and gradually he puts it on the right hand, and then he actually takes it out, puts it in this and another ball, and then pushes it together, and then it should come out like that. And it could be just like that. Snaps the fingers, or you're just gonna snap it, and it reveals the sponge cube. And there's 3 balls inside. Yep, I knew it because there's 3 balls. Oh yeah, there's another one, but it's still covered on her hand. His hand. What am I forgetting about? Pronouns. Jeez. Beginner performance. Alright. Criss Angel's secret utility device. He uses that ruby red cloth, and what he does, he puts it like that and just puts it in his pinky finger. And what he does, he's gonna make it disappear any moment. Yep, disappeared. But it's on her right hand, and literally takes it out. And there you go, voila. The red utility device is back. Beginner explanation. Oh, the thumb. Okay, I forgot about the thumb. Criss Angel's secret utility device. Use the fake thumb. That would be good for Halloween if you perform that. If we have like this glowing thumb, you should do this, like catching the thumb with lights in your mouth and do this, do that. And then use that utility device or the red cloth. I'm going to say the red cloth. When he puts his fake thumb over here on the red cloth, he puts it, but it's still the fake finger is in his left hand. When he does that, he uses his cloth to put it just like that. When he does, he's going to put it all the way in, all the way back in. He does it, but it's still in her right hand. But he's going to cover it, but it's going to make the cloth disappear. And just like that. But it looks real, but it's not. It's just a fake thumb. Alright. Yeah, it was real, but it's not. It's a fake thumb. Yep, he takes it out and literally pulls it back out. Looks like he puts the thumb inside the fake thumb, and then when he does, he tries to place it on the table, really nice and neat. Takes the fake thumb, and literally, you're a cloth magician. Beginner performance. Criss Angel secret floating device. So he got a pencil, or a pencil with an eraser, and he uses the ring. And what he does, he puts it just like that. And then what he does, he's trying to make the ring floats until he gradually brings it up, up, and away, and it goes down. Just like that. And it goes up, up, more, more, more. And then he grabs it, and that's it. You're just a levitating magician. Beginner explanation. Criss Angel secret floating device. Here's all the tips that you need to work on. Secret floating device. You always need a pencil, you always need a ring, and you always need a piece of little bit of paper, and you use that for even in case it's dark outside. And what you have to do is that make sure you put this on the piece of blank paper, not like homework paper, because it's not going to work. Make sure it's blank, like blank white paper. And then what he does, he used that for invisibility string to like pull this thing out. Yep. I know you cannot see it because it's super small, but it's like totally like small. Yeah. He takes the string. I mean, I can see it not too much. Alright. For the purpose of this explanation, yellow thread is used in place of the invisible thread to illustrate the setup. Alright, so what he does, he used that yellow thread in its place and probably put it where the setup was. What he does, he's trying to make sure if he's going to measure it to see if it's perfectly like together. Always use one pencil because I only use the regular pencil to do that. But now he uses his pencil. He uses that kind of looks like a tea bag when you put it like for some tea, but it's not. It's like magician's favorite tool to use it for levitation. When he does that, he places it on top of the pencil eraser. And when he does, he's trying to place it that looks like that. But it looks like a real pencil, but it's not. It's just like the setup. Alright? He puts it right under the button and places the ring. Well, takes out the ring of his index finger. No, ring finger. Like he has his ring on, but he takes the ring and puts it on the pencil. And then he just nails it down that it looks like he's levitating, but it's not. It's just the way he's leaning the pencil forwards. Oh, he brings it down and brings it up. Like his hand was like moving out of sight or in sight. And then you are already a levitating magician. Advanced performance. Get ready for advanced performance. Criss Angel's secret floating device. Alright. I think that's the last one. So he got out the wallet and he got the money. What he does, I think he's trying to make it float, right? Or I don't know. I think it's gonna float, right? Let's see. Yeah, I think it's gonna float. I was gonna say it's gonna levitate. A second levitation. Wow. Told you this is gonna be a really hard one, but if you learn how to do the invisible thread, it's gonna be a really amazing trick. It's just like, it's like how awesome that is. It's so clean, it's so fair, but oh my god. If it's clean, then it's going to be really impossible to do it on your own. Alright, let's see. Explanation or reveal? Advance, reveal the secret. Criss Angel secret floating device. Second one. So what he does, he has his dollar bill, and what he does, he's trying to put it over here on the table. He got this, the black invisibility string, and what he does, he's trying to take the thread out and just pulls the invisibility string out of the black thread, and he used that black paper to help this thread see better. So what he does, he used that thread to like pull this thing out and puts it like right on the paper. And he's trying to like he's taking the visibility string out and make sure he's gonna like make sure of its setup. Okay, for the purpose of this explanation, yellow thread is used in place of the invisible thread to illustrate the setup. They're going to show you this again because it's going to be the same one like we did in, the, I think it was, yeah, the pencil trick with a ring on it too. But now he's doing it with a dollar bill. And then when he takes the piece of paper out and when he places it, he uses that yellow thread to make it more invisible. But I know you cannot see it, but it's just, yeah, it's still there. I think he's using a wallet, or I wish I have a black wallet, but or maybe it's a booklet, a waiter's booklet, or something that's attached to it. He uses that booklet to put it on the table, and what he does, he puts it on the button, any button, like the middle one or the top one, and then what he does, he's trying to put it over just like that. When the trick starts, he puts the thread on the table, yellow thread on the table, and then a little piece of paper on the table, opens up the booklet, and then holds the money on the right hand and places the booklet on the table, and he's trying to measure the lining of the yellow thread and invisible thread, and he wraps the dollar bill and just wraps it more and more. And what he does, he's trying to like make it float and tries to levitate carefully until you see what's going on. And he's trying to like not levitate, but he's using the string to contact the way he's doing with his hands and the motion, not his face. Because I know what Criss Angel's face looks like if he's revealing the secret of how this was done. And then he flattens the dollar bill, and then you are a money levitation person or magician.
So Johnny, it's really important to know how to practice.
Oh yes, if you don't know how to practice, you'll be doing it wrong.
Because you're going to get the DVD, you're going to put it in the player, you're going to watch it, and instantly you're going to want to show somebody. And that's the wrong thing to do. You don't want to give the secrets away. You want to make sure you master it. So the first thing you want to do is watch the DVD, know that you've learned it thoroughly, practice it in front of the mirror.
Absolutely. You want to be able to see exactly what the layman sees.
But don't practice in front of the mirror too much because it will give you some bad habits. You'll be looking at yourself all the time as opposed to looking at what you're supposed to be doing. You want to do that to a certain point, and when you feel pretty comfortable, if you have a video camera, that would be perfect. Set it up on a tripod and perform your magic for the video camera. Watch the playback, and when you feel really good about what you're seeing, perform it for your friends and your family. Then, if they're fooled, then you perform it for some strangers. But one thing you cannot do
is tell anyone how you do the trick.
Tell him what.
Keep the magician's oath. Keep the secrets.
Yep. You heard that, right? Anyways, music MindFreak. Criss Angel Worldwide Publishing. And that's all, folks. That's it, folks. This is by Criss Angel. All right, chapters. Let's see what else they have. Let's see. Yep, I think that's about it. Ooh. Let's see. Yep, I think that was it. Yep. That is, yeah, that's going to be it for the video. And if you understand all of these, those are 40, what is it called? Wait, hold on a minute. Shit, I think there was 38. Yeah, 38 in total. I was going to say 40 because there are like 40 tricks in all of the, MindFreak shows like that. But let's see. I hope you really like this video. If you did, smash the like button and make sure go practice some magic tricks. And I'll probably show it to you. But I'm not gonna reveal the secrets for you. I'm gonna do it by myself. But I'm do this in person. But I'm not gonna show you online because that makes it more difficult to not fool your friends. But I'm gonna do it in person. Like, I always do it in person, not online because it's not going to work. But in person, I'll do it. And yep, that's part 3. And I hope you can fool some friends, practice some more tips, and be the person, be the fooler, and you have to be the magician that you already know is Criss Angel. You have to be the best Criss Angel that you ever got. You have to learn your ways. You have to learn the way you have to treat a magician regularly and not show the secrets on a spectator. And this is why it gets people mistakes. Because if you make a mistake, a magician, you have to perform another trick that is much easier so that people will never see it. Because if you want to do sleight of hand, you have to make sure you have to do it quick, not slowly. Because if you do it slowly, this will reveal the trick. But then when you do it faster enough, you have to get better at it until you do this. Not in the mirror, do it yourself without the mirror. And that's why you have to perform in your room, in yourself alone, but don't show it to your friends. Well, your siblings, you can teach them to do you can teach how to do it with siblings, but you can try it by doing the secrets, by whispering your ear to figure out if you know how to do this trick. If it's impossible, but the possibility is that you have to do it personal, and you have to work on the way you're acting, the way your hands act, the way you're getting ready for the trick to get started. Because if you want to start the trick, you have to do this on your own, and that is the thing about getting ready for your trick. And the thing is, if you want to start doing the trick, you got to learn the way to act right and act serious. Because if you want to act serious, you have to make sure you have to feel the emotion. You got to prepare. Don't be nervous. If you're nervous enough, make sure you act confidently and know the tricks by hand. And this is why sleight of hand is really important for magicians to learn. Like card manipulations and card tricks, card shuffling. And basically, all of this trickery is going to be making more sense to know if you're a magician. Or if you're not a magician, you have to learn this for beginners. If you are a magician, you're a professional. And you should basically know all these tricks by learning it from a magician or a teacher, or doing this will make it much better. Just the two of us, like me and a magician, will probably work this way. Because I saw a magician when I was little. I used to see one. I know how it's done, but I was like, oh, how'd you do that? And when the magicians say this, you say magic. That's all you have to say. And don't tell anybody that you're going to be revealing a trick, and this is not going to ever happen again. Like, when you do this on a performance, when you do this on live, and you do this, like, everywhere, try doing this on live or any performances just like that. But if you want to get better at it, go to YouTube and look at performances and show you how's it done. But make sure you perform it yourself, because this is much better before you start not revealing your secrets, and it's not going to ever work this way. Because this video over here will teach you a lot of stuff about Criss Angel, and a lot of trickery, and a lot of let's say, and a lot of subterfuge that is going on. Because I use saying the word subterfuge because it's magic. It's magically magical, if I can say this right. And yeah, that'll be it. I hope you really like this video, and this really helps. This is really this really means a lot to me that we're going to be doing a lot of magic, and this should be the end of the video, guys. Bye, everyone. Bye, ladies and gentlemen, and stay safe. And work on magic. And practice. Abracadabra, alakazam.